What's up, Gene?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. So we've got a couple of things to catch up on. One big thing, I guess. And then we got a super cool topic that we're going to talk about today that I think will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You want to start? You want me to start?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I did a little thing just recently. I went on a rally down to Monterey. Now, the rally starts in Monterey, and then that's the base, and then you go in and out from there. One thing that I've never done is I've never driven PCH, the 101 all the way up the coast through Washington. I've never done that.
And we talked about doing it a couple years ago, but the landslide
The
thing.
landslide, actually, it just opened, and so we were able to go there, and you could see the area, to see it, we saw it on pictures.
Yeah.
But to see it in person, that amount of area that was washed away and how they had to cut, now I see why it was closed for 2 years, 2.5, 3 years. I see why now. I wanted to drive down the coast to get there. So I left early to go down there because I took 2 days to get down there just so I could drive. And I'll tell you that it's kind of like, we've talked about Laguna before, where like Laguna Seca, driving the track, is like a mecca.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, it was a bucket list item.
Yep,
I checked
the
off.
box. Yep.
But to me, it's not over. Like, I like ORP and the Ridge as good or better. It was cool to do, but a lot of people love that track. But for me, PCH or driving down 101,
Really?
I'll divide it into two sections.
Okay.
The route I did is that I didn't start in Washington. I was going to go down through Olympia, cut over, and then drive down. But like, there's not a whole lot over there. There's some good stuff on Oregon, so I'm like, I'll just go down.
Going down to Oregon, that is great.
Go to Portland, head over to the coast, and then go down.
Yep.
Okay. It's still kind of the first half of Oregon. If you are like with your significant other and you guys are just, like you're town hopping and you're just taking the scenery and you're going slow, beautiful scenery,
Yes.
Perfect.
100%.
But if you're going on a drive, it's not so good because there's so many tourist towns and the speed limit is like 20, 25, 30, 35 miles an hour. You're just putzing through, right? You can't really open up. So that first half of Oregon, man, I was like really disappointed because I want to go for a drive. I'm not, I don't have my wife with me that we just want to go hang out and drive through. So it's not so good. Some good scenery. There's a lot. I pulled over and got some beautiful shots, kind of the rugged coast. That was pretty, but the drive itself was not so much. But once I got down to like the bottom, maybe middle through Oregon down, then it was gorgeous. You're not through touristy towns.
But you're still on the coast and you can see
you're still on the coast. Yeah. It goes in and out. So you go out, then you come back into the coast. But good driving roads, like going through the woods, the forests, in and out, like that was great. Man, I love that part of it. It was just amazing. I get down into California. What was that little town? Crescent? I want to say Crescent City, I think. I'd have to go look it up, but I think it's called Crescent. I pull over there. I think I pulled into like a Walmart to like get something to drink. I think that's what I did. The car always draws attention, right? Always. When I stopped there in this, I think it's Crescent. I wish I remembered the name of it. I apologize. I think it's Crescent City. One guy comes up and we start talking, and he wants to know about the car and about all the specs. And he used to build cars, so he's like a motorhead guy. Yep. He's raced motorcycles. So we talk a lot, and then he leaves, and then a young couple comes up, and then we're talking for probably 15 minutes that we're talking about the car. And then they leave. I haven't gone in to get anything to drink yet. I'm still out in the parking lot talking to people. They leave, and then a young kid, like 10, 12, something. He comes up and he's like, "Hey, can I take a picture?" I'm like, yeah. So he's taking pictures, and it's really cool because he's like getting up close and doing weird angles. So, I mean, it's not like just one picture. I'm like, he was getting into it.
Yeah.
He was like getting close up to, like looking through the wheel into the brake caliper. Like, he was just like really into photography. You could tell.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hey, you want to get in?" Oh my gosh, that made his day. Get in the car, and his dad came up, and his dad was like, "I really appreciate you." So anyway, talk to them for a bit, then they leave, and then
you left.
Then another young couple. I think they're just boyfriend girlfriend. I don't think that they're like more than that. He's in college. I assume she's probably in college as well. I apologize. They're subscribed now. I forgot the guy's name. I think her name was like Emma, I think was her name. And I forgot his name. I was going to write it down, and then I missed it.
Horrible podcast.
I know. I feel so bad. I talked to them for a bit. He was driving a Lexus sedan.
Okay.
And I'm like, "Yeah, nice ride, man." And he's like, "Not really." I'm like, "Well, compared to my first car, that's a pretty nice ride." I mean, we've talked about ours before. So anyway, great conversation with them as well. Then I left. I was doing some work. I had to do some work. So I finished up some work, and then I ended up leaving. I stopped further down to get something to drink because all I did literally was just talk to people at that stop. But they were super cool. Like, they were really nice couple. I'm getting into the Redwood area.
Yeah.
Down there. Dude, that is the driving through that area. It was amazing. Just twists and turns and up and down, and I had the video going because there was like hardly any traffic, and it's just doing this stuff. Oh, it was amazing. Finally get out of there, and I forgot how far but I'm somewhere inland, and I've got a Mercedes Sprinter van that's right behind me.
Okay, not in front of you, but behind you.
No. It was in front of me. It was in front of me, and it wouldn't pull over. Okay, tons of examples of people that would not pull over when there's opportunity, and they wouldn't do it. They just, whatever this guy had on his van, it was emitting a K-band signal. My radar was going off nonstop for about 10 minutes. I finally unplugged it because I kept mute. Whatever this guy had on his van, I don't know what it was, but it emitted a K-band, and my radar did not like it. So that was pretty fun, trailing this guy for like 10 minutes. Finally, we get to an area where I could like zip around him, because even if there's nobody coming on a double yellow, I'm still not going to pass on double yellow. Just not safe. And I mean, I don't want to get a ticket or something for something stupid. So I won't even pass if I could, unless someone pulls off the shoulder, then I'll kind of, go around them. But I get down somewhere in that Eureka. I think I spent the night in Eureka. Okay. So I think I'd been driving like 12 hours that day. And the first half of that, like...
You get a hotel or sleep in the car?
I'll go hotel.
Oh, hotel, okay.
The first 8 hours was all that slow stuff through all those towns. I mean, the whole drive all the way down there is only like 16. And I spent 12 just to get to Eureka. I still had another 8 or 9 hours to drive.
So hold on. I think I know the answer because I know you, but did you go down? Well, let me not give you the answer. Why did you go down those routes versus the more straight route to straight I-5 all the way down in there? Because
I'd never been down 101, and I want to do that with a group, right? So I'm like, this is a great, because I try to map out when I can.
So you're scouting.
Yeah, so this would be a great opportunity because we're going to do this, a couple of years ago. Great opportunity to scout on the way down. On the way back, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to blitz back. But on the way down, that's what my intent was.
Okay, I figured as much, but yeah.
And I'm glad I did, because unless the intent is to go town hopping, I'm going to skip that section and go down further before we hit inland. Okay, so I spend the night there.
Did you put Rever on that so you knew you can track it?
I started, but I lost signal.
Oh,
I lost signal. Okay. So what I will do now is that I'll go back, and I have a good idea. I mean, I know how I got down there, so I can add that to Rever, no problem. The drives, once I got down there, that's going to be a little bit tougher. But we'll get to that part in a minute. Okay, so I spend the night. I get up in the morning. Tons of people taking pictures of the car. Okay. There are literally, I think, 2 or 3 different cars that were circling the parking lot taking pictures of the car. Instead of parking it, they were just driving around taking pictures or video of the car. I'm like, why don't you just get out of the car? Why are you driving around the parking lot? It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
I don't
weird,
know.
but all right.
Whatever. Okay. So we get down there. The next day I get down there, I don't know, 2 o'clock. I think I get down there at like 2 o'clock. Gorgeous. I mean, that part of the California coast, the Oregon coast is kind of rugged, but it's not like jagged and like rough. The California coast down there, I'd wait till you see the pictures. Unbelievable beauty. And it's so rough and rugged. The waves, the whitecaps crashing, the blue water, over the top.
Really?
Absolutely gorgeous. Unbelievable beauty that's down there. So I get down there, I park, kind of walk around the area, and then for the next 2 days we do drives. And they are spectacular. These are the first day, or the second day, I guess. The drives we did were the best drive I've ever done.
Really?
It beats that one that I think is the favorite up here. It beats that one hands down.
And probably a lot longer.
And a lot longer. Way longer.
Oh.
And it's through the woods. It's
like
not
the redwoods and stuff?
It wasn't they were big trees. They weren't the redwoods. They were just big trees. But, oh man, I can't believe how amazing. That entire day of driving was by far the single best day of driving I've ever done.
How many cars were there with you?
Oh, there were 35 people. I'm going to say there were probably 20 cars.
Okay.
About 20 cars.
The same group that you drove down to Texas with?
Same group, but different. There were different people.
Different people, but same organizer.
Group. Yeah. Some of the repeat people came back, and like one guy that I've gotten to know pretty good. He's a Navy guy, ex-Navy guy. He's actually going to come up here and hang out with me in September.
Nice.
Yeah. So he was down there, and so anyway, it was a fun group. The next day we went down PCH down south to Big Sur, which is where the washout happened.
Yeah.
So we got to go to that area. Now this day was slow driving because the traffic was obscene. Like everybody is just going to do pullouts, drive, pull out, drive, pull out. Just tons of people. So that is not a day for like enjoying the driving. It's a day to look at the majestic beauty of the California coast.
And there's something to be said about that.
And it was
for sure.
And I loved every minute. It was great. So we got down there. We go, that famous bridge, the Bixby Bridge. You see it in a lot of shows. It's a big famous bridge. If you think of Big Sur, I think the Big Sur Marathon, they run across it. It's a big famous bridge. We got to drive over that. We went through the area that they had done the reconstruction of the area that washed out, and then went down, had lunch at this, I guess, famous place that.
Oh yeah.
You said that.
I'm looking at it right
he's
now.
looking at the bridge now.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Oh.
We stop and eat at this place, and I don't remember the name of the restaurant, but it's like perched up really high. We get there early. We get there like 11 o'clock, and I'm like, man, why are we eating so early for lunch? Well, smart to do that because the amount of people that come to that restaurant, because it is situated right up top.
Right up top, yeah.
We got there at 11, and there were already people waiting. Luckily, we get all our cars parked. When we left, there were probably 200 people trying to get in the restaurant. Cars parked all over the place.
Wow.
People just keep driving the parking lot waiting for cars to leave. It was crazy.
Was it good food? Or just
it was good food. No,
Okay.
I mean, it was good food.
So it was good food.
Yeah, it was good
All
food. Funny, this guy was driving a Lotus Evora. We go out to get in the cars in the parking lot, and there is a Nissan Altima that had driven and pushed his license plate, because he has a front license plate. The license plate was like this. It was cupped because he had pushed into the bumper of the Lotus Evora. the guy just gets in and he's getting his car. And I'm like, dude, come look at your car. He gets out and he's like, oh my. So he backed up and we got pictures. Luckily, it didn't scratch the car. I don't know how it didn't, but I was like, how could you not feel that? When you pull in, you would have felt.
And did the guy stay there?
The guy's still up having lunch. But anyway, so that was a great day.
That's ridiculous.
Spend the night. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to come home because I needed to be back because I had a big detail job to do today for a really good customer that I do a bunch of their stuff. And he had sold his vehicle and he really wanted me to get this done. So I'm like, okay. And he couldn't delay it. So I need to get home. So I left at 4 o'clock in the morning and pretty much, I hit interstate all the way up and I would just, when I get tired, twice I got tired, I'd pull over, take a quick nap, get on the road and just drive. Okay. Nothing, no fun. One story I got to tell you on the way back. We're in Oregon and I'm driving. I'm going to there's a certain gas station I usually get off. It's a casino, cheap gas, relatively cheap gas. So I know where I'm going to get off. And these 3 cars come flying by me. Kind of like your story of last week of the speeding. These cars, they're probably going 100 plus easy. 2 Camaros and 1 Mustang. They sound great. But the most important part of that question was the Camaro beating the Mustang. 2 Camaros up front and then the Mustang.
Okay, so they were beating the Mustang. That's all
they were beating Mustang.
Yeah, there you go.
But they sounded really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
So I get up to the exit. So they pass me. They come flying in and they're gone. I'm not even... I'm driving, if it's speed limit's 70, I'm like 75.
Like 175?
Like 75.
Oh, no, like 175.
Like 5 over.
5 over, yeah.
Because
75.
my car draws attention.
Of course it does.
And if you're 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 over, if they just want to be a jerk, they could.
Yep.
Right? So I'm like at 5.
And imagine, because your color of your car is beautiful, but it's not like my blue is, it just, everyone sees it from a mile away.
Yeah.
But the nature of your car itself.
Correct. The
so
color
if you had if you had that and some ostentatious color, it would be even worse.
If it was like a Toyota Corolla, then
he had to go the Corolla.
It wouldn't.
I know.
It
A
would
blue
stand
Corolla
out.
would have been just over the top.
Okay, so I'm not speeding. I pull off to the gas station. They're sitting there. They're getting gas. Okay, so they fill up the gas tank and then they pull off to go inside the convenience store, and I do the same thing. As I come out, there's like 4 of them, and they're young kids. I mean, they're probably early 20s. Okay, and they're talking to me about the car, and I'm like, man, yeah, you guys are ripping out there. And I'm like, yeah. So anyway, they get in the cars, they leave. We all leave at the same time. Okay, so we get on the interstate, and we'll say it's 70. I don't remember 70. I'm going 75. They're kind of going my speed limit right now, not like they were. Somehow they get stuck like behind a car, and so I notice it and I get out and I get around them. So now they're all behind me and I'm out front. So then they come up and they're kind of
trying to play fun.
Yeah, kind of gunning, and I'm like, man, I'm not playing that game. So they kind of go up and pull over, and so we're kind of pacing each other for maybe 2 or 3 miles, and then you get the situation where like an 18-wheeler and then another truck, and you try to guess at who's going to be faster. Same thing happened. They get stuck, and I get around them, okay? Then there's a little bit of open lane, so I punch it to kind of make up a little bit of time because we've been stuck behind these 2 trucks for a ways, like we're going 50 or something. So I punch it a bit, so they think that I want to go, and so they just hammer it. And then we get up to, there's a cop up ahead, okay? So I see the cop. I'm in the left lane. I pull over to the right lane, and they keep going, okay? So then they see the cop. They slow down. They stay back. So the cop's here. I'm directly behind the cop, but I'm like 3, 4, 5 car lengths back, and there's no one between us. So I left a big gap.
Right.
So we're probably going, I'm going to say 2 miles like this. And these guys are in the left lane, maybe 1 car length behind the cop, but still behind the cop in the left lane.
Right.
Couple miles. Now the cop is going over the speed limit. So he was going about 9 miles an hour over the speed limit. So I up my speed just so I can keep that distance between him. But I'm going 8 or 9 at this point, but I'm behind the cop. These guys, oh my gosh. After 2 miles, they're probably getting frustrated because the cop's not getting off the road. So they start inching closer. So now they are side by side with the cop. Okay. Now their tint is like dark black. Okay?
Limo tent, illegal.
Limo tent.
Yeah.
They pull up, and I'm sitting watching these guys. I'm like, what are you doing? He inches past the cop. Now the cop's already speeding. Okay. 9 miles an hour over, which he probably shouldn't be going that fast because he didn't have the lights on. But the fact that he nose past that cop, boop, lights flap on. The other two buddies back up. So those two cars, they like, whoa! That cop pulls behind the guy that just inched past him, pulled him over. His other two buddies gone. They left him.
I'm out. Leave a man. That's when you leave a man behind.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Stupid.
Why would you
already know the cops, speeding? That's just youth and stupidity.
Dude, I was like crazy. But luckily, other than that, there was no event. It was just straight shot. Put it on cruise. The car is super comfortable.
Talk about the car because you don't think of a 750, of a McLaren 750S as a GT car.
Nope.
You think it's a track car. It's stupid fast and very, very capable on the track. You don't think of it as a car you're going to drive 15 hours in comfortably.
Nope.
Or more. Talk about that.
So it was 16 hours, but I took an hour and a half total of naps so I drove for...
It's not bad.
Was that 14 and a half hours? I think I drove, and then gas stops in there. So maybe I was driving for like 13 and a half hours. Super comfortable. Like really, really... Now, like my Lotus... Like, I don't know if we've talked about how uncomfortable those seats were for me.
No, we never talked about that.
We'll talk about it later. But this car, very, very comfortable. Now, these aren't the carbon buckets. That would be very uncomfortable. But, man, these seats were, like, really comfortable. I didn't get numbness in my legs, my feet. You could definitely GT this car. Like, you could do... I mean, I did. I went, I had 5 days in the car.
What suspension setting were you on?
I kept everything in comfort.
Comfort? Okay.
Only time I ever put, like, exhaust in track was when I got into town. And there was people all around taking pictures. And I'd get a little burbles and stuff.
Sure, of course.
But I kept...
Gotta give them the show.
Gotta give the show.
I get it.
So I kept that in comfort the whole time. And it was perfect. I mean, there's enough room up front to put 2 duffel bags. If you get hard cases, it's hard to get clothes to fit how you want them. But there's plenty of room to put like 2 backpacks and 2 duffel bags of clothes. So if you wanted, I did 5 days in the car. You could easily take your significant other and do a long road trip.
That's awesome.
It was a lot of fun. 2 other things. The Crown Rally came to town while we were at the same hotel we stayed at. The Crown Rally was there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Our friend Ben is going on one of their rallies in August. Super, super nice group. I love that. Some rallies, they'll give them like 1 sticker, like to put on your door. Dude, they have stickered up. It looks so impressive.
I like the stickered up look.
I love the stickered up look.
Yeah.
And outside our hotel, because we're all in the same hotel, I don't remember all the cars. There's like 2 McLarens, a Lambo, some Porsches. There was a Z06 there, but they were all stickered up, like hood all the way down the sides, the back. Like it looks so good. I would love to do that if we get a group together. I'd love to do something like that. I tried to call our friend, our favorite pilot. I was going to try to see if he was in town to hook up with him, but the way that our drives were every single day, we left early. We didn't get back till late. We had group dinners in the evening, and then I had to leave to get back here to do that job. I did message him, so we chatted for a bit. So I was unfortunate. I was hoping to connect up with him, but
good dude.
Yeah, he is a really good guy.
Such a good dude.
That was
wow.
That was my trip. That was a lot of fun.
I can't wait to take what you learned on that, and as you put together a road trip for the rest of us one day, I'm looking forward for that because we've been on some epic drives. So
I can't wait to put stuff together where we can do multi-day.
yes,
Because I've learned a lot from, I've done 2 now with these guys, and I've got another one that I'll be doing. I've definitely learned a lot of stuff that I want to replicate, and there's stuff I'm like, I would do it differently. That's been a good learning experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a blast.
Good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. All right. What do you got?
So we talk people, cars, and roads all the time. We don't talk about.
We do.
We do. We've talked about planes before, so that's kind of
We have
transportation,
planes, trains, and all. I've talked about trains. Yep.
So I'm going to talk about boats. So
Okay. Now trains have wheels, like cars.
Boats have motors. Even sailboats.
Airplanes have wheels, like cars.
Correct.
Motorcycles we've talked about.
Yes.
Those have wheels.
But people.
Okay.
Let me talk about the people part of it.
Let's talk about the people. So we got boats that are kind of thrown in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a couple weeks ago, my wife and I were trying to figure out what to do on a Sunday, excuse me. We had a great day on Saturday. We had just went out to Port Angeles. Not Port Angeles. It was Port, what's the one I told you with the Victorian area? Port Townsend.
Oh, where we went.
No, we went to Paulsboro. I had to say it. We did drive by.
G's been waiting for 3 weeks to re-say that word.
Yes.
Yeah, Port Townsend. I played golf there. Yep.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yep.
So the next day, she said, "Hey, look at this Cairo 7 news article." So I looked at it, and it was about these ships. They're called the Clippers, and it was sailing around the world. So one of the stops, which was leg 6 or 7 of the trip, stopped in Seattle. Okay, over the port where all the cruise ships are.
Yep.
So I said, let's go down there. So we go down there, and luckily enough, we got the last parking spot on the main strip, and was able to walk across the street, and there are all the boats. There's 10 or 12 boats, something like that.
How big are these boats?
They're 72 feet.
Okay.
Yachts, sailboats. And one of them was Seattle Sports. So it's like sponsored by Seattle Sports, which is kind of neat. And we got a ton of great pictures. We ended up talking to a guy who was on one of the boats.
Oh, like a crew member?
Yep, like a crew member in previous years.
Oh.
So he told us this story, and it was so cool because, like here I'm showing the pictures of these boats.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's called Clipper Around the World 2526. And the reason, there's the Port of Seattle one. And the reason why, there you go, the Power of Seattle Sports is what it was.
Wow, big boat.
Yeah. And the reason why it's 2526 is because when they start off in the UK, and they travel around the world. Right?
Wow.
45,000 miles and circumnavigate over 11 months. So it's about...
Oh, my gosh.
It crosses 25, 26.
Year 25, right? 26.
So they started last year, and they're finishing, probably the next month or two. So, yeah. So we ended up meeting this guy, and he tells us about the whole story, how it started with this Sir, whatever, the first person to circumnavigate the globe alone. By himself, and he started this 20 years ago. Oh, so now it's a pretty big thing, and they have all the boats there. So we meet with a bunch of people that we met. We met with race, not race crew, but race official. Official was there. So we chatted with her for a bit. She's been on legs of the boat, legs of this journey. So it's 11 legs.
Wait a minute, you said race official.
She's a race official.
This is a race.
It race. So let me think about
I thought this was like just an event.
No, it's a race. It starts off in the UK, and I think there's 11 boats, right? And each leg is a mini race, and you get points for who gets there first.
Okay.
And then there's even areas where you can go through a certain set of coordinates. If you go between this gate and this gate, it's a virtual gate.
Yep.
You'll get additional points, which means you have to come off the racing line and then go back on. And so they're telling us these stories that everybody who joins, other than the captain, are people like you and me. It's not crewed by professionals. It's crewed by people like you and me who's like, I got a spare $80,000 I'd like to spend, and I'm going to go do this.
It's like climbing Mount Everest.
Pretty much, yeah. Right. So they have 2 professionals, and then everyone else is novices. And they if you decide to do it and they accept you, you fly out and you spend a month in training, where they train you in the UK on these boats in that general area, on how to do the rigging, your different jobs there. You have to cook. You have to be a part of you have a rotation. So he's telling us all the stories. And then they're racing from one location to the next. And he talks about how the Southern Oceans, the 40th parallel or 40th degree or whatever, the 40th longitude, right? That is some of the worst seas on the planet. It is so bad. And they're
worse than the Bering Sea?
Yeah. Oh, it is. They call it the Roaring 40s. And some of it, so they said, you see, the masts are 90 feet tall. Some of the waves that the boat ends up surfing, these massive waves, are taller than the mast.
No way.
Yep. Now, I said, they're not cresting over. Like, no. They will pick up the back of the boat, and you have to know how to surf the wave. And you get the 40 knots, 35 to 40 knots, surfing down this wave until it either goes up underneath you, or you go from one set to the next. And you'll do that for a week.
Dude, there is no way.
No way.
No way
None.
I would do that. When you told me there's a wave taller than the mast?
Yes. And if you look at the boats, they're doing this right here. They're at this angle, like a 45-degree angle. They're designed to do that. And they're just trucking along. It's crazy. So we got a lot of pictures. We talked to a couple of the people there, and then we found out that there's a Amazon Prime documentary, 5-part series. So
come
home that
this?
night. Yep, bought it. It's like $8, and my wife and I just watched the last episode today.
Oh,
it is so cool because it's the story of all the different boat captains or the skippers, the different AQMs, additional AQPs, additionally qualified persons. So if the captain gets hurt or can't do it, they have another person who steps in. It's kind of like a first mate kind of thing. But they interview. This is the people part. They interview all the different people. They have a crew filming on this for 11 months, and they are filming and interviewing people. They're showing you what's going on during the trip. The bad weather, when spinnakers are breaking, and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. They're showing you, like, I did not know there's a thing called a wind hole. In the middle of the ocean, the wind will just die. There'll be huge wind gusts all around you, but there'll be hundreds of miles of square area where there's no wind at all, and you're trucking along at 0.25
How is that possible?
Knots. I didn't think it was, but it is. And it happens quite often, actually, along the trip. And that becomes part of part of your strategy. Okay, we're going to hit a wind hole. How do we change our trajectory? Instead of going straight this way, maybe we go further south. It's a smaller wind hole, so we catch the wind and start coming back up.
How do they know? Are these like?
They are very technologically advanced boats, and they get all the stuff from like NOAA and other things around the world. They're in satellites, and they're tracking the wind patterns.
And there's no motor on the boats.
No, there's a motor on the boat.
Okay.
And if there's one scenario where they're in a wind hole, and they also saw a cyclone, essentially a tornado in the ocean, happen, and they had to fire up the motor, go 6 miles out of the way, and thankfully they did, because that cyclone, or that essentially tornado, came over to where they were. When a cyclone's a hurricane. So what is it? Funnel, spout. Yeah, that came over to where they were. So it would have hit them had they not moved. But what they have to do, the rules of the race is, if you turn on the motor to escape something for safety, you have to let us know what you're doing, and then you have to go back to that same coordinate when it's safe, turn off the motor, let us know you're rejoining the race now, and then you go back on wind sails. So it talks about, it shows people all walks of life. People who just lost their husband, their wife, their jobs, or they're struggling with different things. They had lawyers and doctors and engineers and students, and they're going into these different ports. And when they come in, it's this huge party. So, and they're there for about a week, and then even show the crews that work for the clipper ships themselves, the clipper boats. They come in and they essentially rebuild they do maintenance on all of the ships for a week. So they're always working at optimal, because you can't have, there's no backups. If something breaks, you got to either fix it on your own or you're dead.
Oh my God.
So, but they've been out there for 20 years, and I asked the guys, have ever been a boat that sunk? They said, yes, one sunk, but it wasn't because of bad weather it was because the captain made an error and got too close to, and drifted too close to a shoal, and it hit the boat.
Cracked the hole.
Yeah, put a crack in it. And they eventually salvaged the boat, but the whole crew had to get off. And there's 20, I think there's like 20 people on the boat.
There's a lot of people.
On any one time. And they show how they sleep. They hot bunk like they do in the Navy, right? They hot bunk sometimes. So they have these bunks that change their angle based on whether you're tacking or jabbering. I don't know what it's called. So sometimes you have to pull it up at a 45-degree angle, so you're stuck between that and the wall, so you don't roll over. Sometimes you can go the other route. It's cool to see how this whole thing happens, and people you see the emotion of people who are like, I didn't know, I wanted to try something hard in my life, something that was scary, and you see it like emotionally crying.
Oh, I bet challenging. It was really powerful. Like, I'm thinking to myself, what have I ever done in my life that was that challenging? I mean, I've done lots of fun stuff that's hard, like jiu-jitsu, challenging to get a black belt. I'll get it one day, but it's not that. I mean, that is a level of commitment. That is a year-long commitment. Dude, that's crazy.
It is crazy, but it was so cool.
It is cool that you got to see it, though.
Yeah.
You got to and talk to someone who's been on it.
If we had just walked or drove over there, took a bunch of pictures and left, wouldn't have been so interesting.
For sure, absolutely.
But we spent 40 minutes talking to a guy who was on one of the boats, a couple years earlier. He'd done it a few times. He's a doctor out of Canada. And then the race official and some other people, they had all kinds of cool stuff. I got a flag now from them, so I was watching they hold the flag.
Nice.
It was just really neat. So, people, cars, and roads and boats. But this is the people part, and I was really
people part.
blown away. I mean, the racing's fun. The strategy's cool when they make a mistake. But the goal of the captain, they said, is to, one, get across, finish it safely. That's number one. Or finish it safely. One. Yeah. Two, winning is not in many cases the only thing. They want to win, but some people just want to. The captain wants to make sure that the people who have paid money are having an experience they want.
Yeah.
Right. So if they decide the boat doesn't care if they win or lose, but they want to have a great experience, fine. Then less pressure on winning. Let's have a great experience. And some boats are that way. They're like, I don't care if we win or lose. Yeah. We just want to enjoy the camaraderie together and experience this once-in-a-lifetime event. So it was really, really interesting.
I grew up on boats. My whole life I've been on boats. So I don't get sick on boats. Like, I enjoy being on the water.
I've seen boats. Oh, yeah.
So I like being on the water. That's great. When you see, like, the stuff with Deadliest Catch, and you see the fishermen out on the Bering Sea, and when, waves that are 90 foot tall, dude, like, I like to do adventure. I've done some really crazy adventure stuff. That's something that I'll get on the boat, but in seas like that, I have no desire.
Now, here's the other interesting thing, too. You don't have to do the entire round the world.
Oh,
it's kind of like the Hot Rod Power Tour. There's the long haulers that they start and they finish. They're the long haulers, which I'm still determined in my life to do one. Right, I really am. You can actually fly out and go, I'm going to fly to Brazil.
And you just do that leg.
And I'm going to take the leg from Brazil to wherever it's going next.
I want Australia to New Zealand. I want that leg.
That's a small leg, dude. But surprisingly enough, there's some treacherous stuff on the bottom side of Australia, New Zealand. That's kind of around the Roaring Forties area.
No,
but it was, I'll send you a YouTube video of. Because I'm tracking them, by the way. I'm tracking them still. They're tracking them live.
Oh, you're invested.
I'm invested.
He's invested,
No,
guys.
I'm invested in this. And of course, I want the Power of Seattle Sports boat to win, and it is actually in first place right now.
Oh,
well, it was the other day. I don't know where they're at now. They're rounding their way to Panama, so they have to go through the Panama Canal, which is cool.
Oh, man, they get to go through the Panama Canal.
Yes,
How cool is that?
that is so cool. Yeah,
Dude, that's awesome.
yep.
That was a cool event.
It was really cool. My wife and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad you shared with that.
So they are currently now in around Mexico.
Oh,
They're currently in the Mexico area,
okay.
and you can. I'm tracking track it. I'm showing them a video or the live tracker where the boats are, and then if I want to hit the button, I can. It'll open up a YouTube screen. And they do like these little vignettes.
Oh,
So really neat.
sweet.
Yeah.
Well, let's get on to the topic. And so I've got a thing for this week of us rating sports cars.
Ooh.
And there's some rules. So, we did the 3-car garage. That's not aspirational for most people because it's not truly attainable to spend, $750,000 on 3 cars.
Yep.
But I wanted something that's more reachable, and actually it's just the state of the car market that, you can go buy a pickup truck that costs you $120,000 now.
Yep.
I'm going to say new cars between 100 and 150, or a used car, same price point, but can only be 10 years old. So, you could find some like really high-end cars that are like super old, but we want to keep a 10-year limit.
Okay.
So I'm going to go through the list, and I'm going to talk about the car, and then we're going to rate the car.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to pick 1 car per brand. Maybe I might get 2, but I'm going to try to do just 1 car per brand. And then we can rate that car like we're in school, A, B, C, D, F.
Okay.
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 And we'll rate the car, and we can do some dialogue about the car.
Sounds good.
All right. So first car we're going to start out with, I'm going to go in alphabetical order.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with Acura.
An Acura.
NSX.
NSX. I was going to say, there's no Acura NSX. Okay.
The Gen 2.
Yeah.
Obviously, Gen 2. They stopped making that car, I think, in 24, if I'm not mistaken, because I actually looked at getting one. I think it's 2024. So we have to get a used one, obviously. You go back about 5 years, you can get one for $150K, about 10,000 miles. That is a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 hybrid. Pretty aggressive looking little car. 570 horsepower. 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds. It's got a dual clutch. Just shy of 4,000 pounds, like 3,900 pounds. So again, hybrids,
pretty heavy car. Hybrids.
It's got some stuff. To me, I had a friend when I was younger who had the Gen 1. Oh, I still like that car today.
Gen 1 still rocks.
Our friend Linda, they've got one.
They have 2.
Oh, they have 2?
The husband, the husband has one.
They both had.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I do like the Gen 2. The thing about that I don't like, the reason why I decided not to get it, one, it was this hybrid. That was a kind of detractor.
Yep.
But 2, the interior looks like a Honda.
Because it is.
It is, but it looks too much like a regular Honda.
What about the exterior, though? I think the exterior is spectacular.
I love
it looks like a Lamborghini.
Yeah, but the interior,
very angular.
which are inside,
I haven't looked at the inside.
yeah, it to me it looks too much like
Really?
a regular Honda. Outside, I think I like the looks of it. I'm pretty sure you can see the engine bay. Overall, aesthetically, it looks pretty. Got good performance numbers for sure. So that's the first car on the list.
Okay.
What do you say? How would you rate that?
Well, so
we will reserve the right to come back and change the grade once we go through all the cars.
All right. An overall rating that includes exterior or interior?
It's just the car.
And everything. Just the car.
Everything. The whole package.
The car is a composition.
The whole package.
The whole package. Because it's a V6 and hybrid, and it's really all not that fast. It's not a track car. It's not particularly fast on a track. It's just a
I
great
mean, it's less
GT
than 3
car.
seconds.
Yeah, okay, but it's not a great track car either. That's right. So I'm gonna give it a C plus.
Oh, we're getting into the plus and minuses too.
I have to, yeah, because I love the exterior, but then I look at it again. We're looking at the whole composition of the car and everything about it. I'm gonna give it a C plus.
Okay, I'm going to give it a solid C.
Dude, we're not that far off.
I was almost going to give it a B. If it had a better looking interior, I would have given it a B.
I'm looking at pictures of the interior now.
Yeah, I can't do.
Oh yeah, it is very Honda-like.
Yeah, very Honda-like. Okay. So, all right. So that get a taste of what we're going to be doing here.
Fair point.
Second car.
For Acura?
No.
Oh, okay.
One car. Audi.
Oh.
R8.
Ooh.
Okay. So there's two gens.
There's different versions though.
We're going to go with gen. Okay. First gen, which was like 2007 to 15, around that range. Gated manual.
V10, not the V8.
They had a V8 and V10.
I know. Which one are we going with though?
Well, hang on.
Okay.
So that
I'm getting all impatient here. I want to know.
V8 V10 that's built on the Gallardo platform.
That's the V10.
Okay. Gen 2 is 16 to whatever, whenever they stopped when they stopped making that car.
I don't know, a couple years ago.
Yeah, not too long ago,
Yeah.
right? 23, 4?
Yeah, go with that.
That's built on the Huracan platform. Only a V10. They dropped the V8.
Yep.
Only the V10. And they dropped the manual. So it's no longer a gated manual. I'm going to go with the Gen 2. So it's the dual clutch, not the gated manual. I like the gated manual, but man, it's such the cutoff is right at that. I think it's 2015. That means it's 11 years old, so it kind of forces our hand. It's right on the bubble, so maybe we could give it Gen 1 if you wanted Gen 1. I'm going to go with Gen 2. You can get a 2020 with 31,000 miles for 150K. So right at that max limit, 3,700 pounds, 540 to 600 horsepower, depending on the version. Only V10, not manual. I like the car. Now the Gen 1 has that whole side blade that goes all the way.
Which I like, yeah.
They kind of chop that in Gen 2.
Yeah.
It's only half. I'm going to give it a B.
So I'm going to go with the Gen 1.
Ooh.
Manual V10.
Okay.
And because I think that's the more rare one. I think that's the one that will one day be worth more money. And I actually don't dislike it. The new upgraded Gen 2.
Yep.
The design language of it. But I like the original one better. It has more soft flowing lines, but I like the V10 of it. I like this built on the Huracan or the Gallardo platform. You can make those super fast if you want to. Drop in a VF Engineering supercharger.
So is the only thing you like then is the gated?
I like the fact. Oh, I like all of it. I like the body style. I like that original little side piece,
Yeah, the
carbon
whole
fiber
side.
piece. That looks really neat. I'd go with the gated V10. And in that, I would still give that. And my lens is through the. My thinking is through the lens of, can I track it? Because that's what I love to do. Is it a performance car? It's a great Grand Tourer. Can I track it? Is it gonna die on me? Probably not a great track car. I'm gonna go with a B plus on that.
B plus.
I'm still with a B plus. It's not an A yet.
Wow, man, you're close. I mean, all right. Well,
but I'm a different gen than you, and I'm also not automatic, which is interesting because you've got a
I didn't go automatic.
You did. I thought you went
DCT and automatic.
Okay. You're okay.
It's a dual clutch transmission. It's not an automatic transmission.
But it functionally acts as one, though.
It does functionally act, but it's not.
But you know
I do have a car on the list that actually comes as an automatic with a torque converter. We'll get to it.
Automatic with a torque converter. Okay.
Next car.
I think I know what you're talking about, but let me think about it a little more.
I bet you don't.
Okay.
I bet you don't.
Okay.
What manufacturer?
Oh no. Let me.
Okay.
Because I heard about one recently that was that way. Let me read a YouTube video. I don't know what year it was. Let me figure it out.
Next car.
Okay.
BMW.
Okay.
M2 CS. Okay. It starts. So this is a new car. So we got Audi and Acura NSX for both use because they don't have anything current that's in that.
Right.
Not with a sports car. This is our first new car. M2 CS starts at just under 100,000. Okay, so we're like adding like $200 and it's 10,000 or it's 100,000.
Yeah,
So
you put any options on it, it's 100.
well, but I want to do the starting price at 100.
Yeah.
Okay, so but you add all the options and it's well north. You know, the CS, they already have the M2 and it's, I don't know, it's probably 60K or so. But the CS, more power, lighter weight, more track focused car. I got to drive the M2 at when we talked about when I went to BMW
You went down to California for that, right?
I really like the M2. I like the M4 better, but M2 is a fun little car. I really like the M2. It puts out 520 horsepower, decent horsepower, 480 torque, pretty decent, 3.7.
Okay.
I mean, solid. Not like the fastest. 0 to 60. 3,800 pounds.
That little thing is 3,800?
Still, even the CS.
Man.
Pretty heavy little car. It comes in an 8-speed automatic torque converter. It has a pure automatic. I had to go double check because I'm like, surely this is a DC. They said it's super fast. I mean, it's 3.7.
Well, it's
so
obviously
it's
shifting
fast.
pretty quick, yeah.
I just can't believe it's not a dual clutch, but it's an automatic.
Wow.
Okay.
That surprises me.
For me, visually, I don't like the exterior of the M2.
Very squared off.
Yeah, I don't really care for that. The interior of BMWs, we talked about it before. Spectacular. I especially on their performance lines, their interior is so much better than Cadillac.
Yep, way better.
I really, really like.
It's the difference between an A+ and a C+.
Yeah, on the interior.
Sorry, Cadillac. You know I love you, but
man, your
interiors are bland and boring.
It's so good. Okay, I'm going to give it a C.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Why a C? Is it because exterior?
No, I mean, again, it's the whole package. Exterior, I'm not a super fan of. The interior, I do like. It's automatic, like pure automatic.
Yeah.
It's still relatively fast. It's kind of a heavy car, 3,800 pounds.
For so small car,
heavy for a small car. I'm not like a fanboy of the Beamer. So I'm going to give it I'll break into the elements
give
here.
It a plus.
I'll give it a C+.
Wow.
I'll give it a C+.
Wow. Okay. So when I first saw it, when it first came out, I didn't like the squareness of it. I remember watching a video of Throttle House where they just throttled it. They couldn't stand it. They thought it was so ugly.
Oh.
Yeah, they did not. They were not pleased with it. But the more I have seen it, and I've seen it out at car shows, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. I'm like, okay, it's not as bad as I used to think it was. I love it that it's a track focused car. Great. Check that box. Interior, check that box.
Yep.
They're great. Because I don't love it, I like it, just don't love it. And I didn't know about the automatic, so that just bothers me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it should have a manual or dual clutch for a sports car.
I don't know about the longevity of that on the track. I mean, I'm sure BMW knows what they're doing way more than, sales guy Gene. But as far as the overall composition of that car and the overall package, I'm going to give it just a straight B.
Straight B. Dude, so far, all cars.
Pretty much a line.
You are one step higher than me in every car so far.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
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 Okay. Next car, Corvette.
Which one?
There's only one. 100K. It's got to be the Z06.
The Z06, that's right.
Because the ZR1 is above 150.
Oh, it does start? I thought it started 125.
The ZR1?
That's what I thought, but I was clearly wrong.
I don't think so, because
I've never really looked either, though. So
I think the Z06 now starts at like 120K. Starting out for, I'm pretty sure.
Which is why I'm looking at used ones. Let someone else take the depreciation.
Let's go with, I can double check, but let's go with the Z06 because I think the Z06 is more reachable for most people anyway.
Yep.
So I think it starts around 120 for the Z06. 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8.
120 is right.
670 horsepower. Do what?
120 is right.
Okay.
Corvette 01's 185.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I knew it was above 150. 670 horsepower, 460 torque. It is lower on the torque. I can notice that now that I've been in the McLaren. 2.6 though, it's solid, right? 2.6.
10.6 seconds, a quarter mile. That
Dual
thing's
clutch.
Flying.
About 3,500 pounds. Maybe it's 34 to 36, depending if convertible coupe. So we'll say around 3,500. For me, I mean, because I own one for 3 years, because I bought mine in 22. When 22, I bought mine in 22. That sound in
Magical.
just unbelievable. Revs to the moon. I love that. Super comfortable. I've done long trips with it. Very, very comfortable. Visually, I don't like it at all. The front, not so bad, but the big kind of angular air scoops, not super fan of. And the back is super duper ugly. I can't stand the back. It's wide. It's got all these movements going on with the angular lights. It's big enough so you can put stupid golf clubs, which, funny story, on the rally that I went to, we're talking about the Z06 and I'm telling him what I don't like about it. And he's like, man, I want a Z06 and I play golf. I need to have the golf clubs. I'm like, you're the first person I've ever met.
That's freaking hilarious.
The interior, it's gotten better. The new, so obviously we're talking brand new. So
Yeah.
the refresh is way better than the original wall of buttons. I mean, I adapted to the wall of buttons, but the newer interior is better. It's very nice. I mean, you can get Alcantara everywhere. They've got different color stitching. You can get two tones inside. So very nice. I love the car. I mean, it is a great car. Performance for price, nothing compares to it.
I agree.
I've got a little heartburn with Chevrolet.
What?
I know.
Weird.
Maybe one day we'll tell that story. But for right now, I'm going to give this an A-.
An A-?
An A-.
Okay.
Yep.
So I've not owned one. I've driven John's on the street, and he had a lot of fun with it. You let me drive yours twice on the racetrack.
Yep.
One, you and I ran it at Portland PIR. And then you let me drive it on my own on the racetrack. The day I went off roading in my car.
ORP.
You're a very trusting fool. Friend, very trusting friend. But I was nicer than, and you didn't expect it to be so nice, but I was.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it. So, which is why I'm looking for one now to maybe buy sometime this year. We'll see. But I do love that car. The wall of buttons, I didn't necessarily care either way until I saw the new design. I'm like, oh, the new design's so much nicer. It opens it up. I thought cockpit, it's kind of cool, but I do like having a more traditional one. But I'm not going to, I wouldn't cry about it. The engine, the sound, the 2.6 0 to 60 or 2.7, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's fast.
It's so quick. I don't hate the rear end as much as you do, but I would prefer the front end to have the downplanes.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I will have to find a way to do that.
It's the same way. You can add them. You just put a back plate. They're super easy to add.
Oh, you can't add them though?
Oh, yeah. They have templates that you drill the 2 or 3 holes. Got a thing in the back. It mounts on.
So it's not like the Blackwing where it's a different bumper.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, really?
They got a mounting thing on the backside. So you just take your existing bumper.
Oh.
Put the template up, drill the holes, mount it. You're totally fine.
Oh, that's so much better. Thank you, General. Thank you, Chevrolet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I absolutely adore that car, and so I'm looking at it. It's got everything. You said it's comfortable for long cruises.
Yep, it is.
It's great on the track. I don't need a 4-door car anymore, so I'm gonna have to give that. I'm gonna give it an A- as well.
Okay.
And the only reason with a minus is because of the wall of buttons.
Yeah.
Other than that, it would be higher.
Yeah, it is a great car.
And because that's the one I'm looking to get anyways, is
Yeah.
a used one. But if you said, Gene, rate a brand new one, a 26 model.
well, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about a
I'm
brand
still
new
thinking
one.
of the older one.
Yeah,
So,
but
you're right.
It's in the price point, so we can go new.
It's in the price point new, so then I'm going to go with an I'm going to go with an A plus. I got to go with an A plus.
This is like the best.
Yeah, I got to go with an A plus. It's got the best sound, the track car, and think about it though. It is as 120 grand
Yep.
for a car that'll go out there in the track and beat most cars, including most Porsches.
Okay.
Not GT3 RS's kind of things, but just and you can do it for 120 grand at the lowest 1LZ package versus and be almost as fast or close to
Yep.
the higher end cars.
Oh, I know. I mean,
And you do it for the price per
Yep.
for the car and what you get out of it's so good. I'm gonna go with an
I
A
think
plus
the
on
only
that.
reason that I would not give it the plus.
Okay, why is that?
The top dog is because it's not special, and I'm not trying to
I
be.
get you.
I'm not trying to be bougie about it. I'm just saying that
But you're gonna be.
there's got to be something like when I'm thinking about A plus is like, dude, it's the best of everything. It's not super special, and so price performance, hands down A plus every day. But they make 25,000 of these vehicles, not of the Z06, but just Corvettes in general.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
25,000 a year, and so it's not uber special. So that's the only reason why I would step it down.
Yep.
And I have a heartburn with Chevrolet right
There
now.
you go. Good. There you go.
Hey,
I know why.
That wasn't me.
I know it wasn't you.
me.
I know it wasn't you at all.
Okay,
I get it.
let's move on.
All right, moving on.
Next one. I thought that we would have been able to include a car from the horse, Ferrari. But
Can't.
The 458 has gone through the roof. You used to be able to
And
get.
it's 458 is more than 10 years old though.
I know, it is.
Yeah.
But before I put the 10-year rule, I was like, how far back can you go? And even if you go back to 2010, they're over 200 now.
Yeah.
Crazy. So nothing in the Ferrari lineup. So we skip them. We
Not
go
even the Roma?
to I don't even want to talk to you, Roma.
I'm not thinking of it because I love the car.
I don't think-
is there anything that's in that range?
Maybe it is. I think Tony.
You. That's so funny.
Freudian slip.
That's a Freudian.
Okay, we're not. Maybe the Roma's in there. I don't know.
Could also be the California as well. Because I think they're all. I saw a California
We're
recently.
moving on.
All right, move on.
Ford. Now,
Oh.
Ford up until now, do you know what they made that would be in this price point?
GT500 and GT350.
They don't make those
They
now.
don't make the GT500 anymore?
So you can, but
Shelby. You can get a Shelby.
They dropped Shelby. This just happened for this year. They were paying Shelby Corporation $800 per car to license that name. I forgot over how many years, but over the last, we'll just say 5, I don't know the exact number, they paid over $30 million to Shelby to license that name. They've now dropped it.
Really?
No Shelby anymore. Which, kind of disappointing, because, like, when you think of, like, Mustang,
Yeah.
like, you got, I don't know, like, the Shelby
Shelby's
kind of
been there
sets
for
it apart.
so long.
I know, and it kind
Yeah.
of sets it apart of, like, Big Dog. So, what's their Big Dog now? It's the Dark Horse SC. Not even just the Dark Horse, because Dark Horse isn't even expensive.
What's the SC model?
The new one.
I've never even heard of one.
I know, it's brand new. And it just crosses the 100,000 mark. Because you can get a Dark Horse for like 70, 80K. But the Dark Horse SC is starting at 107.
Really?
Yes. It's 790 horsepower, 660 torque. Dude, that is like, that's legit.
Yeah, it is.
Supercharged 5.2.
795 horsepower. Whoa.
Supercharged 5.2 V8. It's a 7-speed dual clutch, and it sounds amazing. I'm not a Ford guy, but dang, that thing good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Because before, you've just got, all these variations of Mustang. I don't know how cheap is a Mustang, 40, 50,
Yeah.
60K? And then you got to the Dark Horse, and then there's no more Shelbys. And then you got the GTD, which is like, 400K or something?
Yep.
But now they got this thing that's like, that's going to compete against like a Z06. You got more horsepower than a Z06, got more torque than a Z06.
Heavier.
It's heavier.
And you're going to be very top heavy.
It's heavier. But, at least now, Ford's got an option. We don't know a whole lot about the car because it's brand new. It's kind of premature to rate it, but I'm not a super fan of the Mustang, but it's got some solid numbers. I'm going to give it a B.
Starting price of $108,485.
Oh, is it 108? Okay, 108. So now they've crossed that. They've crossed that threshold. So they've got something up there. Yeah, I'm going to give it a B.
Okay, because I'm just hearing about it. Any rating I give it's going to be.
I know we're just throwing a dart on this one.
Yeah, throwing a dart on this one. Just based on the looks, I don't see any. Oh, there's some interior pictures. Probably nothing special. Nah, nothing special. Oh, it's got that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's got the knob, for turning, and you press the button for manual. But of course, it's got paddle shifting. Of course,
yeah, it's a dual clutch.
Yeah, it's dual clutch. The interior actually looks pretty decent. Now
It's
I'm looking
not
at
bad.
it. Oh, it's not bad.
No.
I'm gonna have to give it. I'll give it a solid B as well, without having any performance figures on it, or not. Yeah, any real world testing other than
no real world test.
Yeah, I give it a B.
Okay.
It does look good though.
It does,
and not a manual. Oh man,
yeah,
that's a miss.
Well, Corvette doesn't either though.
No.
So.
Yeah, apparently they're never gonna.
Nothing from Lambo.
No.
We'd have to do Huracan would be in the last 10 years, but you can't get a Huracan for under 150. So
nope.
We'll skip Lambo. Then we go to Lotus.
Who would ever buy a Lotus?
I don't know, man. So Lotus has got the Emira, and they've got two options: the i4 and the V6, supercharged V6. Which is what I bought. I bought
the supercharged V6, right?
Supercharged V6. Yeah. I just heard that Lotus. Okay, so the specs on the car: 400 horsepower, roughly.
Yeah.
About 400 horsepower, 300 torque, 3,200 pounds, so not super heavy. It's a small car. About 4 seconds, 0 to 60.
Okay.
The news that I just heard is that they're going to come out with a version that's like 500 horsepower, new engine.
Ooh.
I could have sworn they said V8. It could have been a pumped up V6, maybe V8, but we're talking 500 horsepower.
I thought you had a lot of room in the back there. I thought a V8 would fit.
You got that whole back shelf.
Yeah.
You got room to get rid of that back shelf and put a bigger engine in. Man, putting a V8, 500 horsepower in that car.
It's a rocket ship.
I'd love that. Oh, visually, that car is gorgeous.
It's like a mini F8 Tributo.
Oh, dude, it is so pretty. Everybody stops and asks questions about the car. Interior is nice. It's not like over the top. It's a nice car. Exterior, 10 out of 10. Interior, probably 8 out of 10.
Sound system, 1 out of 10.
Oh my gosh. Sound system sucks. Interior, good. They got Alcantara, leather, only have one screen. It's not like overly in your face. Overall, like the car. Comfort, terrible. If you go on the forums, I'm not just the only person. There are a lot of people that could not get comfortable. It's just my body type, But it's the only car in my entire life that I've never felt comfortable, which is weird.
Yeah.
All of the cars I can get comfortable, could never get comfortable in the Lotus. If I could have been able to get comfort, I probably would have given it an A-. But the low horsepower is only 400, kind of lacking, but it's still a solid car. So, man, I'm literally on the fence between B+ and A-.
Oh, yeah, choose.
So I'll tell you, this car is now 108. I think it's 109 starting. When I bought mine, 93.
Wow.
So just in the 2 years, it's gone up. That's significant. All right, I'm going to say, man, it's supercharged. It's a Lotus, exotic looks. They don't make a whole lot of them. I'm going to give it an A-. which I can't believe I'm saying that because that's what I gave the Corvette.
Yeah.
But I mean, this has different stuff to it.
So my rating is going to make no sense to you. It really isn't. Because I think the exterior looks like an F8 Tributo, which is great. I think what you did with yours, with the swan neck,
yep. Oh my gosh,
so beautiful.
That made it look so good.
You know, so I think Lotus missed the mark on making that car better from the factory, right? Yep. So 400 horsepower is anemic. You can get that in a Honda. You know, interior. I like the interior, but the sound system, as you said, was garbage. If it's that uncomfortable, then it would be brutal for me. I think that's a huge miss for them on a car that is supposed to be a great track car and a great cruiser as well. So I'm going to have to go with a C.
I changed mine.
I'm going with a C on it.
Okay, I'm going to drop mine down
to
peer
pressure.
I'm going
peer pressure.
It wasn't peer pressure. It's just more of hearing someone talk out loud. So I'm going to drop it to a B.
Okay.
I'm going to drop it to a B. Okay, now we're going to get to...
Oh, final thing on that one, the sound. Because it's a V6, it just didn't have a great sound.
But when
until you did your thing.
Yeah, when you take off the third cat...
Stock, though.
You're right. So stock is terrible.
We're talking stock, right? Stock was terrible.
Stock
it just sounded like a commuter car.
Yeah. And
it just it underscored, or it did not underscore this performance ability of that car.
Yeah, when I put the I forgot what you call it, but when you put I put the device that opened the valves all the time and took off the third cat,
it sounded much better.
Oh, it sounded so much better. It did. Okay, so now go to my favorite brand, McLaren,
and we're going to pass right on by it.
We won't.
What do you mean?
No, we can get a McLaren. So,
10 years or was it 650?
No.
570?
570.
570, yeah.
So it was funny because I had the computer screen up and I had McLaren like used cars because I'm pretty sure you can get a McLaren in that price point. So I had McLaren's up. Cheryl walks in my office and she's like, "What are you looking at McLaren's for?" And I'm like, "Well, I got an open slot on the you did not on the lift," and she's like, "Nope."
No, you don't. You absolutely do not.
Okay, so 570S.
Yep.
You can get them between 110 and 150.
Really?
You can. That car, 560 horse. Okay, pretty decent. 440 torque, kind of low on the torque. 3.1.
Yeah, but okay, low on the torque, but it's full carbon fiber car.
Yeah, it's
it's pretty light.
Yeah, it's 2,900 pounds.
Yeah, so it's still going to go like a rocket ship.
3.1.
Okay.
3.8 twin turbo V8, solid car.
Mm-hmm.
Looks wise, like when I was first looking at McLaren, I was thinking 570 is, hey, it's entry. That's how you get in the brand and you go up. Visually though, I don't like the side profile, how the doors kind of cut in. I don't really care for that. The front end is okay. It's the old style of the front.
The front lights, yeah.
The back, okay. It's a good entry-level supercar, but visually, I don't really like the car. I don't think it's attractive. I mean, my Lotus looks better than the 570. In my opinion, it looks a lot better. So for me, I'm going to say this is probably like a C. I'm going to give it a C.
Okay. Is
what I would give it. Now, they also, I'll mention it, they also have the GT, the McLaren GT. You can get that in the 150K
That
range.
thing is so ugly.
But it's butt ugly. So
it is so, it looks like the front end, the bottom of the lip comes up.
It's terrible. So we're only, and I'm trying to pick one car from the brand.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the 570, and I'm going to go for a C.
So I hear what you're saying about the fact that the body style of the Lotus looks better because it looks like an F8 Tributo.
Yep.
This has got, it looks good, but it doesn't look great. If I look at this car, there's no distinguishing feature that makes it look so cool.
No.
It's just, to say it's
the doors go up. That's what makes it cool.
Yeah, but when we look at a picture of it, it's parked in the parking lot. You don't know.
Yeah.
When I look at it, I would just say it's a cool looking car. You know, it's an exotic. It is. I'm gonna go with a C.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
We're both on track there. All right. So we're wrapping down here.
By the way, we didn't talk about Aston Martin.
I know. I skipped over Aston Martin. I know. Just because when you get the older, when you're trying to get a car in that price point,
It's got to be older.
man, it's going to be older, and it's just. I thought about it, but I intentionally skipped over Aston Martin. sorry, Aston Martin. I still love your cars.
Vantage. Yeah.
But okay, so let's go. I've got three left.
All right.
Mercedes AMG GT.
Of course. All day long.
Okay, got to get a. Oh no! Sorry, AMG GTR.
Okay.
If we go with the GT, then you're talking about it's not. They have brand spanking new ones that you can get under 150.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go. My choice, instead of getting the AMG GT, which doesn't look near as aggressive, I'm going to go with a used AMG GTR, which is the same car that we saw at is that the green one?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to go with a GTR. So a used one, 2017 to 2021, 557 horsepower.
77.
What's that?
577.
577.
77.
500 torque, 3.6, 3600, so not super light. 4.0 twin turbo V8. Interior, love it.
Yes.
Love it. Exterior,
I know you don't love that front that long front end.
I don't like the long front end with the short back. Like I can appreciate it. So like if you look at it from down low, kind of looking up at a 3/4, I think it looks super aggressive. Mm-hmm. Especially if you got a splitter on that.
Oh yes.
Looks really aggressive.
And the
But
front
when I'm
down planes and everything.
But
Oh yeah.
When I'm standing up looking at it, then I see that that hood just accentuates it, and I just can't stand it. For me, man, that's a killer car. But oh gosh, it makes me rethink the 7. I'm going to give it a C.
Really?
I'm going to give it a C, which makes me think that for the McLaren 570, I think I'm going to make that a D.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I've just
Yeah.
redone mine. I talked myself down. Yeah, I'll give it a solid C.
All right. So for me, the AMG GTR, not the Pro, but the AMG GTR, not the black.
Not the black.
Not the black, which we saw, which
Yeah.
was insane.
Ooh.
I love the design of it. I love the exterior of it. I love the long front nose of it. The interior is outstanding. I love what I love about the interior too is, oops, can't pull away. Is it's got analog gauges.
Yep.
But then you look over here, that looks like the exact same screen that's on the Cadillac CT4V Blackwing.
Oh, really?
Look at it. It's got the bezel that's around it.
Yeah,
it looks exactly like it, right? The center console, just big and wide, full of knobs and dials. I don't know. It makes it look like this analog thing.
I know. That's why I love the interior.
Yeah, I love everything about this car. I love the sound of it. The one thing I don't like about it is to do any maintenance on these things are going to be so expensive.
Well, once you start getting into that
level.
used supercar level,
It's going to be expensive.
It's going to be expensive.
But a used Z06 doing maintenance on it's going to be less expensive.
Yeah.
But
Because it's a mass-produced car.
right, yeah. But I'm still going to go on this one. I'm going to go with an A on it.
Ooh,
I
wow.
love- yeah,
Okay,
dude, I've looked at this car before. I've even thought about maybe I don't get the CO6. Maybe I look at this. Then I thought no, because if I have to do an oil change something like that, it's $5,000,
Yeah.
$10,000.
I mean, I'll give you a discount. I'd give you $2,000.
Oh, you're so kind. So I'm going to go with an A on it.
Solid A. Wow, we're pretty far apart.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. But then again, I know you don't love the look of the front end.
Yeah,
I love the
yeah.
look of the front end
Okay.
because it's so unique.
Next car.
Okay.
Godzilla.
Ooh, the R35.
Nissan GTR. They made that car
For too long.
25 years.
Yeah.
25 years they made this car.
Too long.
So 3.8 twin turbo V6, dual clutch, all-wheel drive though. 565 horsepower, 2.9, 3,900 pounds, heavy car. You can get,
But the Nismo version looks amazing.
yeah, you can get the Nismo version, but
that's
we're
over
going
200
we're
grand.
going with the GTR version.
Yeah, I know.
Straight, not Nismo. 2020, you have to go back 6 years, but you can get it for $150. Performance-wise, it's great.
They're really that much. A GTR, a 6-year-old GTR is $150?
Yep, $150. Yep, you can get them $150. 25,000 miles.
Really?
You can get a $150. Yes, sir.
If you would have said, let's make a bet, I would have bet 80.
Oh, no. Dude, they've gone up. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't follow them in the market, but wow. That surprises me.
I'm a Nissan guy. We've talked about I've got a Nismo now, and I called my dad, when I called my dad at the car show about the truck, we started talking about the Nissans, and I mentioned to him there was a GTR there, and he's like, oh, I love the GTR. I never knew this. I never knew my dad liked the GTR because he didn't own that one. He owned everything up except the GTR.
Okay.
I don't like it. The exterior, I think, is butt ugly. I cannot stand the look of it. I don't understand why people think they're attractive, but that's why it's a great thing that everybody gets lots of different cars to see what they like.
Everybody gets an opinion.
Everybody has, and I have one, and I think that they're not attractive. Performance-wise, they do great. I don't know how they perform as well as they do. And there's a huge following, like massive following, cult following for the GTR. And when they come out with it again, they said that they're going to remake the GTR. I hope it's more attractive. It's more...
The values of these will drop again, though.
Oh, they will. Those will keep dropping.
Sure.
But, like with the new Nissan Z car, that's pretty attractive.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that they get a little more smoothness going on, then it's not as kind of rectangular, boxy type shape that it is today. So how do I rate this car? Man, it's like C+. I'm going to give it a C+. It's kind of...
Okay.
I'm like B-. I might... Maybe you could convince me to make it a B-, but I'm going to say C+ right now.
Okay. So I had no idea those are that expensive. I would never have guessed. And then I go here on like Kelley Blue Book. Oh, $75,000. Oh, okay. Well, that's a 2010 model. But a 2020, even a 2014 is 138.
I know.
But a 2020 is 210.
Well, but it depends on mileage and condition,
miles. Right? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But still, I'm just
yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy how the value where they are right now.
That is so. That blows my mind.
Yeah, I know. If you're going to spend $200K, I wouldn't spend it on that car.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
absolutely not. So, okay, for me, I've never ridden in one. I know that they can make 3,000 horsepower. Those.
Yeah,
that block is a great block. But because they made it for so long, I don't have a high opinion of it. I get tired of looking at it.
Yeah,
they made it for far too long. They didn't change too much of it other than minor things. Yeah, it's great performance. It's fast, cool, but it just became boring to look at. And, I guess it's fast, okay. But every time I see one at a car show or Coffee and Cars, I walk right by it and I don't bother. I don't care what's on it. You could have TEs on it and all the lights and stuff. I walk right by it like I don't see it. So, and I'm sorry for you GTR owners who have them. It's just not my cup of tea. I got to go with that thing, a D+.
Ooh, he dropped down.
I had to go D+. It's just one of those cars. I was watching my favorite YouTube guys the other day. They may have been in another country where this car is very, very popular, and they had one guy who were talking about it, and I just, the funny thing is I just fast forwarded right on through it when they were going through that particular car. Like, yeah, moving on, don't care. I care more about the Bo Suzuka style car with those crazy 5-foot long exhaust pipes sticking out. And
my gosh,
that was interesting to me because while I don't like the style personally, I respect that it is a style and that people have massive passion for it. And I respect people's respect what you love. Yeah. I'm happy. Yeah. I'd hang out with you. But I watched that. Didn't watch the thing about GTR. I just didn't care.
All right, D+.
Now, if it was an R34, I'd watch more of that. There was stuff about R34s. No. I like the look of an R34 and R33 and 32. But R35,
I'm not. I agree. Okay, so that brings us to the last one.
Okay.
Porsche.
Oh, well.
Porsche.
Just go ahead and call it an A+ now.
Oh,
It's called an A plus now.
Okay.
What do we?
Okay.
Talk me down from an A plus.
Okay.
Go. Let's see what we got.
again, 150K. That means the only thing that you can buy new, the only thing you can
Is
buy
a
new
base Porsche.
is the
base
Porsche 911 Carrera.
Yep.
And that's 135
Yeah, without any options.
without anything on it.
Yep.
Now, 3.0 twin turbo, flat six, 388 horsepower, 330 torque, 3.8, so it's about the Amira, 3,300 pounds. Porsche, like, they all look the same.
Yeah, they
I mean, until you get to
I know they do.
the variation, you know, once you start getting the GT3 RS, clearly you can tell the difference. But when you're looking at them, they all, and we've talked about this before, so I don't need to rehash that. The Porsche makes a phenomenal car. I mean, high quality.
Phenomenal driving car.
It is great
Beat on
driving
every
car.
day.
Man,
Thrash it.
absolutely.
No problem.
It's a great car.
And that motor's been around for so long, they've perfected that thing.
They have. So you've got that brand new, right? You could have the brand new Carrera, or you could get a used Cayman GT4 because they stopped making that.
Oh.
So they have the 4RS,
Yeah.
but you could get a GT4 2022 and get that just under 150K. So
Like our friend the pilot has one of those,
yes,
the GT4.
so you can either go with a used
And it's
GT4 or a new 911 Carrera. The two different platforms that you can go with.
Okay.
The Cayman GT4 4.0 naturally aspirated, right? Not the twin turbo. 414, so more horsepower. 300 torque, so a little bit less torque. 4.2, so a little bit slower. But I mean,
It's a track car.
it's a track car.
It's a track car.
3,200 pounds. So you can go with either one of those two if you wanted to choose. Okay. I've driven the GT4. I've driven that on my trip last year.
Yep.
I drove the GT4. I wasn't overly impressed. Like, it's a good car. I enjoyed driving it. I wasn't blown away by, holy crap, I can't believe I'm driving a Porsche.
Yeah.
Like, when I get in the McLaren, I feel like, holy crap, I can't believe I'm driving a McLaren. I didn't get that sense with the Porsche, okay? We know Daniel was bombing around ORP in it, right? Sucker's
Crushing it.
phenomenal.
Freaking
right?
crushing it.
So go with the used one or the 911 Carrera. To me, I think the GT4 is a little more special because the 911 Carrera looks like all the other 911s,
That's
right?
fact.
There's not as many of the GT4 the way that it looks. It's naturally aspirated, not the twin turbo, so I appreciate that. I like that better. So I would go with the used GT4.
Okay.
Okay, so where would I rank that? I've driven it personally for many hours, so I've got a good sense of it. It's a solid car, and I drove the manual. I don't know if they have a PDK. I'm assuming they have a PDK option, but I drove the manual, and I liked the manual. It was a good driving experience. I wouldn't say it's any better though than our Blackwing. Well, my Blackwing, your Blackwing is automatic. My manual is butter. Like, I love that. The GT4 was every bit as good, but I don't think it was any better than that. So where do I rank it? If it was the 4RS, I would probably give it in the A category. I'm stressing between a B plus, A minus. So my A minus was the Corvette, and that's it. I'll give it an A minus.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'll give the GT4 an A minus.
Okay. I can't choose the GT4.
Oh,
I can't choose that, and the reason why is I've sat in a Cayman before.
Yep.
I don't fit in a Cayman. It's just too small for me.
Okay.
Too uncomfortable. That doesn't mean it's not a great car.
Yep.
Doesn't mean it's not.
Yeah, you just don't fit.
I don't fit in it. So I know I start off with an A plus. I'm talking myself down from an A plus, just so you know. The Carrera.
It's better than an F. Come on, don't.
It's better than what?
It's better than an F. You don't have to go that low.
Oh God, whatever. Shut up. No, so a couple of things that does hit it, does make me want to drop it down a little bit. One, it is Porsches are just there's too ubiquitous. You see them everywhere. You go to a car show like exotics. I hardly ever walk up and down the Porsche Row 1 because it's just a bunch of Porsches.
Yep.
Even when they've got GT3s in there, which I love, or I will go look at a GT3 RS.
Absolutely.
For sure, I'll look at that.
Yep.
But even a GT3, because I do love that car, but a Turbo S, stupid fast, insanely awesome, I walk right on by them. Unless it's a really unique color I haven't seen before, I will only walk down that aisle just because the other ones are maybe too busy. This one's less busy. So there's the ubiquitousness of the fact that there's just, you look at me like, man, I don't get it. It was, again, 2 years ago, until I drove Todd's GT3 on the racetrack, I didn't understand the appeal of Porsches because they're like, there's just too many of them. And there are. So that will take it down for a bit. Now, the positives, that car, that engine, the interior.
Yeah, engine is...
Everything about that car is spectacular.
It is.
The suspension on it's amazing. The fit and finish is great. You can beat on that thing over and over and over, and the Germans...
Quality.
Just amazing. You can't beat that. And you can do a lot with the cars, too. There's lots of kits for them to make them look better with nicer wheels and fender flares and spoilers and chin...
The Sawzall
all that, huh? Not Sawzall in them. I'm not RWB in that car. Dundon Motorsports and everybody else have got really good carbon fiber pieces to make it yours. So you can make a relatively bland Carrera look really cool. Oh, for sure,
absolutely.
Now, it costs money, but it's not GT3 money. And if you want to tune it, you can do that. I'm going to still go with, it's going to be in the A category, but it's not going to be A+. Can't do that. So I think what I'm going to do on that one, again, because you see them all too often, I'm still going to go with an A-.
Oh, wow. We ended up the same, even though we picked different cars.
Yeah. Still going to go with an A-. It's just, they're just, again, there's just far too many of them, and they all look the exact same.
That was a blast.
That was fun.
That was we apologize to the listeners, but that was a lot of fun. Longest episode we've ever done.
Yeah, how long was this one now? It's been a minute.
We'll wait till we edit out, but it's probably 90 minutes. Yeah. So long session. Just remind people, I know we said last time about liking and commenting. I can't stress that enough. I really just, everybody that listens right now, if you'll just, once you get done, just go hit that rate us, right? Give us the 5-star rating. Give us a comment. Tell us, hey, you've got a broadcast voice, or...
I was going to say that. You took that right out of my... Oh, man. Took that from me. My man Tom said, the guy who works for me, Tom said it.
Let's back up. Okay? Because I'll edit all that out. Okay, We'll stop up. We'll do again, okay?
No, that was funny. I didn't mind that. That was good.
No, well, now I've got to cut all this stuff out anyway, guys. I'm talking now.
All right, good.
So, like we said last week, if you can rate us, give us a 5-star rating, do a comment. It'd be great to see that stuff, but at least rate us. At least all the people listening, just go and rate us. That would be great. Give us some good comment. I don't care what it is. It can be funny. It can be serious. It can be anything. Just give us a comment, too. That was your cue.
I have nothing else to say. We're all good.
Oh, my gosh. All right.
That's so fun.
Till next time.
Till next time, bro.
Cheers.
Cheers.